Namaskar, good evening. You're watching Breaking Ground and I'm Swati Joshi. There is no end to the political showdown over language row. But has this now also created a divide in the I&DI bloc? Let's first tell you what's happening in Tamil Nadu. The governor has now waded into the controversy, throwing his weight behind the national education policy. Governor R.N. Ravi said that there's a growing demand, there's a strong demand for implementation of the three-language policy because the youth feel hugely deprived of opportunities. He further stated and said that the two-language policy is unfair. He asserted that because of state government's opposition to Hindi, students can't even learn other South Indian languages. The DMK has now hit back at the Tamil Nadu governor, accusing him of spreading fake propaganda that there is support among people of Tamil Nadu for the national education policy. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, this is the war of words. So the governor says huge demand for NEP 2020 implementation, and the Chief Minister says DMK will safeguard Tamil language. Let's take a look at the other pointers. So the governor says state's youth hugely deprived of opportunities because of the rigid two-language policy. That's what he said about the two-language policy of Tamil Nadu. The Chief Minister has hit back. Chief Minister says for Tamil Nadu, Hindi is a foreign language. So the governor says it's unfair for the youth. They can't even learn other South Indian languages. The Chief Minister says won't allow Hindi and Sanskrit to suppress Tamil. And in fact, these are multiple reactions that are coming in from the other DMK leaders who are saying that it is unfortunate that the governor is doing a fake propaganda. Let's listen into those reactions.
It is unfortunate that the governor has also involved in the fake propaganda about support for third language in Tamil Nadu. Maybe people who have access, the elite and the powerful of Tamil Nadu, who has access to his Raj Bhavan, might support it. But the real voice of Tamil Nadu is from the oppressed, is from the downtrodden and the people living in rural areas. Certainly that is not the case. They do not support imposition of third language on them. However, the governor should also clarify why in Kendra Vidya schools, which are run by the union government, do not teach as Tamil as a third language. There is absolutely no support for third language in Tamil Nadu.
Let's break down the details here. Let's break it down on Breaking Ground on who stands where and how that has in fact led to a rift within the I&DI, contradicting positions taken by the I&DI factions. So M.K. Stalin says evil plan to Sanskritize Tamil Nadu. Congress party stand is that they back the three-language policy. BJP's counter, this is a shallow attempt to divide society. The Samajwadi party says M.K. Stalin trying to target his language through vote bank. So the Samajwadi party and the Congress seem to have taken a different stand. Stalin goes on to say the centre is attempting to impose Hindi. BJP says it will be interesting to know Rahul Gandhi's stand. So BJP has in fact challenged Rahul Gandhi to clarify what he thinks about this three-language policy and the stand taken by their ally DMK in the I&DI bloc, which says that the centre is trying to impose Hindi. And Samajwadi party says this is nothing but a political strategy, that M.K. Stalin is targeting his vote bank just like the BJP did during the Ram Mandir movement. Let's now listen into the reactions coming in from Congress and Samajwadi party leaders.
Why should Rahul Gandhi clarify what his issue is? Congress's old issue has always been, we had already brought out the three-language formula in this nation. The fear of states like Tamil Nadu and others is that government of India might try to impose Hindi as it did earlier. And why is it that the government of India has not been able to clarify this to the Tamilians?
अपने स्टेट की पॉलिटिक्स को देख रहे हैं। यहाँ पर जैसे यहाँ पर रीजनल पॉलिटिक्स में भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने राम मंदिर का मुद्दा उठाया, वो अपनी लैंग्वेज के मार्फत में वोट को साध रहे हैं। इसमें हमारा कोई सीधा सरोकार नहीं है उनके।
लेकिन उनका हिंदी का विरोध आप क्या मानते हैं? ठीक है, इस तरह से हिंदी का विरोध?
देखिए, हिंदी का विरोध करें या हिंदी का समर्थन करें, वहाँ पे हिंदी स्पीकिंग स्टेट ही नहीं है वो। ये तो केवल पॉलिटिकल एक स्ट्रैटेजी है। आप लोग जो भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सहयोगी दल इसको मुद्दा बना रहे, कोई मुद्दा ही नहीं है।
All right, let's open this up. Is this leading to a rift within the I&DI? We are joined by Uma Anandan, leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We have Rashmi Samant, activist, Manasvi Thapar, lawyer, S. Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, political analyst, and we have Dharmendra Yadav, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Thank you very much for joining us. Let me begin with you, Manasvi Thapar. What will Rahul Gandhi say? Because the Bharatiya Janata Party has thrown open a challenge, and the Bharatiya Janata Party wants to know that Rahul Gandhi, who comes from Uttar Pradesh as an MP from Rai Bareli, a Hindi-speaking state, what does he have to say about this? Is Hindi being imposed?
I don't know why Rahul Gandhi or Congress has been part of this particular debate. There is no point of bringing them in debate. Ashwini Vaishnav, who's supposed to be the railway minister of our country, should not get into the troll politics of our country. He should be concentrating on much more bigger things than this. So what is happening right now is it's just throwing mud at each other. Without any reason you want to bring Congress into this particular debate. There is no point of bringing if Congress would have been that we are imposing as a Hindi as a language anyway, Congress would have done this much before when India was finalizing.
Now, Manasvi, how does Rahul Gandhi come into picture? Is because Rahul Gandhi spoke about what Mohan Bhagwat said. He said, Mohan Bhagwat is saying English mein baat mat karo. Rahul Gandhi says English is your weapon because English will open up opportunities for you. Has Rahul Gandhi already taken a stand that English is the only language that you should learn and not the other regional languages? And that's why perhaps Rahul Gandhi is being dragged into this because he left the Wayanad seat for Rai Bareli, a state where Hindi is spoken prominently.
Swati, leaving a seat and talking about English are two different things. When you leave a seat, even Prime Minister left the seat of Baroda and continued with his current seat. So that does not mean that he does not like Gujarati, he likes only Hindi. That is not the case. That's a political leaving of seat and then continuing with a new seat. That's where politics comes into play. And that's completely okay. And if that would have been wrong, we would have been questioning the Prime Minister that he left Gujarati as a language and he continues with Hindi as a language. That is not the logic.
But Sandeep Dixit is saying we have always been in favor of three-language policy. And if that is the case, then why is the Congress party not openly, saying that yes, three-language policy is welcome?
So what is happening right now is even after 76 years of independence, what we are seeing here right now is still we are in the battle of debates on languages. While that was settled in 1950s itself, that India is a land of languages. Everyone is allowed to go with their own languages, but the imposition,
No, but Manasvi, how is there an imposition? Because the NEP does not mandate that you have to compulsorily only learn Hindi. It could be any other language that is spoken in the southern part. It could be Kannada, it could be Telugu, apart from Tamil and English.
Swati, you should allow me to speak at least 3 sentences in a row, then I can make my stand very clear. So NEP does not talk about it. So the only question what comes to my mind is why is the governor in this idea of fighting against the chief minister? Wherever there is an opposition sarkar, the governors are overactive. We don't see that activity in states where governors are and the states are from the BJP. That is not something which is happening. The governors are trying to take over the elected chief minister.
How many issues have been brought into this one debate that Hindi is being imposed? Why should Rahul Gandhi take a stand? And now it is about governor versus government. Uma Anandan, Manasvi Thapar says you are forcefully bringing in Rahul Gandhi into the entire controversy. What does Rahul Gandhi have to do with this language war? Can you unmute yourself? We're not able to hear you. Uma Anandan. Go ahead, please. Okay, I believe there's some problem. Uma Anandan, we are not able to hear you. We'll fix that and I'll come back to you. Okay, all right, we'll come back to you. Let me go across to Harish Mohammad Ibrahim. Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, the centre says we've issued multiple clarifications that this is not an imposition of Hindi. This is just including another language. Now, MK Stalin has said that we do not need a third language in this world where you have AI. And if that is the case, then why isn't the DMK openly saying we do not need a third language? Why are you making it about Hindi? Why are you saying that this is imposition of Hindi?
If you give me 1 minute of uninterrupted time, I can explain you clearly. And after the state has been, education has been moved to the concurrent list, the policy for reforms of education lies with the state, and there is a policy decision by Tamil Nadu to adapt only two languages, and out of that, one is the mother tongue, Tamil, and the next one is English. And by learning all these for the 5 decades, each and every headquarters in Silicon Valley across the world, all the top portion has been filled by a Tamilian, number one. And number two, if you are going ahead with that route of NEP, which is not imposing Hindi, take a route of 34 Kendriya Vidyalaya schools in Tamil Nadu. Out of that, 54 Hindi teachers are there, and there is 0 Tamil teachers. There is even 15 Sanskrit teachers are there, where no one in Tamil Nadu is learning Sanskrit, which doesn't have any of linguistic nature or any existence of any kind of communications in Tamil Nadu. And even in that extent, if you take another valid point, out of 28 non-Hindi speaking states, the Kendriya Vidyalaya schools have only Hindi and Sanskrit, and the national education policy, that is the new education policy, is not bringing down any kind of modality or any kind of infrastructure to learn not only any other regional languages in whatsoever. It doesn't want to learn, any of the students doesn't want other to learn Hindi or Sanskrit. If this is going to be, if this is not an imposition for you, then what else?
But
that is what the Hindi,
give the option to people. If they do not want to learn Hindi, they can choose any other South Indian language. And also, aren't private schools already using the 3-language policy? Are they not teaching 3 languages? Is that not being practiced in private schools? Can that option not be given to people and let them decide which language they want to choose and learn?
Let me complete. Across 1,000 plus CBSE schools, there is a 3-language policy is being practiced, and each and every student of this state as well as the country has their liberty to choose whatever the language they wanted to. Even the government schools and government aided schools of Tamil Nadu have been given an option to learn through Hindi or any other language through the Hindi Prachar Sabha, and the only state which has the highest Hindi Prachar Sabha is Tamil Nadu. There is not even a single % of any kind of imposition is what we are against of.
So going by the data that you've just shared with us, has that swallowed Tamil? And what is the guarantee that if you have just 2-language policy, just Tamil and English, that English would not swallow up Tamil and other regional languages?
How come this is so imperative for you to say that English will swallow a Tamil native mother tongue?
I'm asking a question because that is one of the arguments. That is one of the arguments of the DMK, that Hindi will swallow up the regional languages.
That is not at all. Hindi has swallowed. That is where the data is all about. I was saying 9 out of 9 Hindi speaking states, leave aside. 28 non-Hindi speaking states have been ruled out by their mother tongues, has been eradicated by the Hindi. That is what our CM...
All right, let me bring in Dharmendra Yadav.
You have to take the data.
एक मिनट, धर्मेंद्र यादव, INDI की जो अलग-अलग पार्टियां हैं, सबने अलग-अलग स्टैंड ले लिया है इस मुद्दे पर. क्या हिंदी बाकी भाषाओं को खा रही है? क्योंकि इसमें उत्तर प्रदेश की भी कुछ भाषाओं का जिक्र एमके स्टालिन ने अपने पोस्ट में किया, जैसे कि कुमाऊनी या गढ़वाली या मैथिली या भोजपुरी, कि इन लैंग्वेजेस को हिंदी खा चुकी है.
स्वाति जी, पहले तो ये इशू तमिलनाडु का जो है, उसमें इंडिया गठबंधन का कोई महत्व मुझे दिखाई नहीं देता, जिस तरह से आप उसको शो करना चाह रही हैं कि इंडिया गठबंधन के लोग अलग-अलग
गठबंधन के हिस्सा नहीं है क्या पार्टियां?
आप सुनिए ना, एक गठबंधन किसी मिनिमम कॉमन प्रोग्राम के तहत होता है. आप सुनिए.
One second. Allow Dharmendra Yadav to come in. Yes.
स्वाति जी, अलायंस एक मिनिमम कॉमन प्रोग्राम होता है. अलायंस कोई किसी पार्टी की विचारधारा को तय नहीं करता है, किसी पार्टी की लाइन को तय नहीं करता है, किसी पार्टी के स्टैंड को नहीं तय करता है. ये तो बहुत ही मतलब नीचे लेवल की बात हो गई कि मतलब मान लो किसी ने कोई बयान दे दिया तो इंडिया गठबंधन में बिल्कुल अलग थलग पड़ गए. इस तरह से बात करना ठीक नहीं है. जहां तक है 3-लैंग्वेज पॉलिसी की बात है, लैंग्वेज किसी दीवार या किसी पर्टिकुलर क्षेत्र के लिए वो बाउंडिंग नहीं है. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि आप उसको बांध सकते हो. भाषा लोगों से चलती है. भाषा किसी के इम्पोज करने से, किसी के बोलने से, किसी के पॉलिसी बनाने से ऐसा नहीं कि भाषा कोई दूसरा सीख जाएगा.
नहीं, यहाँ पर एक ऑप्शन दिया जा रहा है. एक ऑप्शन दिया जा रहा है कि आप सीख सकते हैं एक भाषा को. उसको इस तरह से दर्शाया जा रहा है कि आप पर इम्पोज किया जा रहा है.
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ, इम्पोज जिस पे किया जाएगा वो सीखेगा ही नहीं. आप इस बात को समझिए, जिस पे इम्पोज किया जाएगा वो सीखेगा ही नहीं.
Okay, so you are saying if it is being imposed, it will automatically and naturally be rejected. Let me bring in Rashmi Samant. Rashmi Samant, Dharmendra Yadav believes that it should not be linked to I.N.D.I.A. But during elections, the parties are very clear when they want to support one constituent over other. वो निचले स्तर की बातचीत नहीं होती, लेकिन ये निचले स्तर की बातचीत हो गई है.
Absolutely, Swati. I see clear double standards in the way that they're, nitpicking this issue. And the fundamental argument they're making with respect to Hindi imposition is flawed. When they bring in the issue of dialects in Uttar Pradesh or central India, they forget that there are dialects even in Tamil Nadu like Iravalla, Kadar, Kanikaran. Are they not being, being eaten up by Tamil? Can't we make that argument now? See, dialects and languages are separate and we shouldn't bring this argument. If you bring this argument, then I can bring in the fundamental argument that Tamil is also eating up more than 10 dialects in Tamil Nadu. And it is Tamil imposition. I can bring in this argument very comfortably. I'm an Indian from the south as well. My primary education is from Karnataka. And I was given the option to study 3 languages, which I feel has made me extremely competitive. I do believe that students must be given the option to learn 3 languages, and it can be anything. I mean, I would want a student in Tamil Nadu to even learn Kannada so that they can be tech CEOs in Bangalore and not in Silicon Valley. English has indeed eaten up Tamil because people don't, people are now, you can find more Tamilians in Silicon Valley. Leading tech companies there than contributing to the, tech space in Tamil Nadu. Why has Bangalore evolved as the tech capital? Because we made our own people competitive within the country. And here people in Tamil Nadu are seeking jobs elsewhere. The spokesperson here clearly said that. He stated these figures saying that they are CEOs in Silicon Valley. What does that want to say?
So as Harish Mohammed, it's really not about language. It's just a political strategy. The DMK is eyeing the upcoming elections. It's a political strategy. How do you respond?
Not at all. For the 5 decades, it has been a policy of the state. We stick to that. We make sure that any other imposition doesn't happen. And for madam, we have to make sure the Karnataka people has been searching for their Kannada language, and the Hindi has been slow and steadily it has been eating your Kannada language. And there has been a protest in Punjab, Karnataka and Telangana to revive their own mother tongue. You have to make precise. And I haven't said that the Tamil people are moving out of Tamil Nadu just to learn because they learned English. No, which is where the entire state has been moved towards an international arena, because we have been given an option of choosing our mother language over the next international language, which is English. Because of learning that, the entire Tamil people were there on each and every, not only on the Silicon Valley, each and every sector, whether it is pharmaceutical sector across the globe.
Rashmi Samant wants to come in a quick rebuttal. Rashmi Samant wants to come in. Quick rebuttal. Yes, Harish Mohammed, quick rebuttal, please. And Manasvi also wants to come in.
Tamil Nadu, and that is, that is scary. And here nobody is speaking of imposition. Everybody is free to choose languages, and languages are known to make, students sharp. The more the language, I speak 8 languages today sitting here in Karnataka.
Have you lost opportunities, Rashmi, because of that?
No,
have you lost opportunities because of that?
I've gotten more opportunities just because I speak 8 languages today. And I think the more open you become, the better you are as a citizen. The more opportunities you have, the more narrow-minded a government becomes. It shuts off opportunities
Manasvi Thapar. Manasvi Thapar, this is narrow-mindedness. Manasvi Thapar.
What is narrow-mindedness? Protecting your own language, protecting the language where the state has been born with, protecting the heritage of that language literature is narrow-mindedness? No, I don't think so.
Does not
Rashmi, allow me.
Okay, I have to wrap up. Quickly allow Mr. Thapar to finish his point.
I think there has to be a harmony between the center and the state, and the center should have consulted the state before creating NEP. They did not. While it comes to on imposition, I don't think that's imposition. That's the position of the state and the center, wherein they have to be in harmony. That harmony is not there, and that is the boiling point.
So the boiling point is that the state is saying that this is imposition of Hindi, and the center is saying that we have just given you options. We are saying it's not mandated, not mandatory to only learn Hindi. You can choose from any other South Indian language. And then the other side of the argument is give that option to people and see whether they want to use it, whether they want to naturally reject it. Please allow students and the youth to at least have that option. Rashmi and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us on the debate.